Okay, so the FA Cup round of 16 is over and done with. And as a Leeds fan, I am proud to announce that we are facing West Ham. And I just thought, what a great idea to bring up a VAR video. Don't ask me how I came up to this. So, it all started in 2010, where Frank Lampard scored a World Cup goal against Germany and no cunt saw it, apparently, apart from those who were actually watching it at home because they actually saw the replays and the commentators saw it as well.
Lampard! Brilliant! Oh, it's so far in.
That was kind of like the trigger point to where maybe we should have video assistant replays and all that crap to solve this issue. And yeah, they brought it in 8 years later. VAR was introduced into the 2018 World Cup in Russia. And since then, it's been a fucking shit show, really. I swear there's been more dodgy decisions from VAR than there has been fair decisions. I can't say decisions for some reason. I'm not even drunk. So if I just fast forward another several years later to the FA Cup recently, where every time there was a VAR check, everyone would chant, fuck VAR. And who can blame them? I mean, I've been trying to be on VAR's side because I've always liked the idea of it. I don't like how it's been used, though. How it's used, like, what happened at the time. Not at the time. But you can see what happened. It's just the fucking retards behind it all. Like, they know fuck all about drawing lines. I swear, I beg you have to have a maths degree or even get a maths GCSE in order to be in charge of the VAR control room, and you can actually draw lines properly, and then you can actually suss out whether this particular bloke is offside or not. It's getting so fucking out of hand now. This is where I go back to the Sunderland game. And the day after, I made a video ranting about it, and I said this for no reason. I saw on social media last night, before I went to bed, that there was a lot of rough VAR decisions and all that, and quite frankly, I disagree. Okay, there's probably the odd one that VAR probably got wrong somewhere, but if you ask me, I couldn't help but agree with what VAR had said, what VAR did for literally 99.84% of that game. And you know what? I think the ref was more or less spot on through that game. You can all comment how stupid my unpopular opinion is, but at the end of the day, I could barely see anything that he did that's so... Well, I can barely think of anything at all in that game that was probably a bad decision to the point where it actually cost us the game. That's nothing. I can't think of anything at all. The only reason why you lot are being like, oh, it was all the ref's fault is just because, okay, you might have saw something that was probably costly, but if you saw it go the other way, you would all think that was the right decision because it's for Leeds rather than against them. And I must emphasise on the phrase for no reason, because admittedly, when I did watch it live, there wasn't really many issues I found when it came to VAR check and stuff. Until there was one. That was when Luke O'Neill did a fucking Finn Balor sling blade on Strauch in the penalty box.
Stack with the corner. Headed up in the air and out towards the edge of the box.
Okay, the ref might not have seen it. That's fair enough. He only has one pair of eyes, and there's so many people in the box at once. You know, you can't control everybody. However, when the VAR fucking looked back at it, they said it was still fine. How? Why? Who? Where? Are you seriously telling me that someone can fucking do a sling blade on someone in the penalty box? No effort going for the ball whatsoever, and they have the audacity to go, yeah, play on. You got the ball. It's getting to that stage where I'm so sick of VAR. Like, after I loaded that fucking video of me being a fucking dumbass, that Sunderland rant video, I came across a few, like, Leeds videos where it came up with, dodgy VAR checks and stuff like that, and I still disagree with it, because when I was watching it live, like I said, I didn't see much that happened which VAR was called upon, to the point where it would have actually cost us the game, or, you know, it would cost us something. I saw on Instagram later on, and there was so many fucking posts on Luke O'Neill grabbing Pascal Strauch in the headlock in the penalty box, bringing him down, and then the referees and the VAR did fuck all about it. That was the final straw of me and VAR. You know, I was fed up after that. I was like, get rid of it. You know, the World Cup is coming up very soon. It's nearly come to the end of the Premier League season. I'm sure VAR will stick around for those two things, but I mean, it is what it is. I mean, fucking hell, how many views has this video got? Not very much, fair enough. So no one's going to fucking watch this and be motivated to get rid of VAR. But at the same time, you don't really need some cunt like me to talk about it. There's so many other videos from over the years discussing their hatred towards VAR and how pathetic it is, and they've actually provided evidence. So another recent Leeds game, speaking of the FA Cup, we played Norwich and we thrashed them 3-0 because we're so good at football. But there was one particular moment that I was not really quite comfortable with, and that was Nonto's handball in the lead up to Metch's offside goal. Now, don't get me wrong. Do not get me wrong. I can see why I was given his handball. Okay. However, I swear there's been other times where, like, some sort of movement or, you know, some sort of scenario was really similar to that, and they gave it as not handball. You know, they carried on with the game and whatever. Are you telling me that Wilfred Nonto was not in a natural position? He's jumping for the ball. And in order to get height, you know, have you seen Nonto? He's not fucking 3'1". He needs to fucking get a step ladder to get hit for fucking crossbar. I don't fucking know. Anyway, I'm sure he's taller than me, so who am I to talk? But regardless, though, Nonto, he's not the tallest player on the pitch by far. So in order to get the ball at the height that it was, he needs to get a bit of leverage, get a bit of altitude. And he does, and in order to do so, he needs to waft his arm up in the air to, you know, drag him upwards. It's basic science, this. And you're telling me that Nonto could have helped him, like, he could have helped himself to not hit the ball with his hand. Not even in his hand, it hit fucking here. You're telling me there's a handball, are you? Hit this part of his arm, near the shoulder blade. Are you telling me that's an obvious handball? Oh, and to wrap it all up, he wasn't even the fucking goal scorer. Any other game, that would have been given as a goal. But because it's fucking Leeds United, no it wouldn't, because the FA hates Leeds, and it's so obvious. Just think of the fucking Man City game from 2 weeks ago. Think of the Sunderland game recently that I just very recently looked up on and did a bit of research on. From what I was saying in that fucking video when I was on the Maya, I was talking shit, really. And I'll happily admit that. I didn't do enough research, that's my own fault. And I'm sticking up for it. No, I'm not. What's the fucking phrase? Well, I'm calling my past self a tit, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. And fucking hell, yeah. I was looking at my fucking notes, all 4 bullet points worth, and this one, fucking hell, I felt so sorry for this bloke. So if you watched the Newcastle Man United game, you would have most likely have noticed this bloke runs around the keeper, jumps over him, loses his balance ever so slightly and ends up falling on the floor. And because of that results in a second yellow card and a sending off. Mate, I fucking hate Newcastle, right? I'm still getting fucking therapy over that fucking 4-3 game we had that we did not deserve to lose. I fucking hate Newcastle, but even I felt so sorry for this lad. He tried to stay on his feet and he failed. Okay, it happens. We're all human. We can't all jump and land on our feet, especially in our fucking 20s and 30s. You know, we're not fucking kids anymore. We can't just leap off swings and land perfectly without breaking any bones in our legs. Oh no, we're fucking past that fucking period. Yeah, I just thought that was undeserved. I think the ball did go out of play, so they stopped play from then, and then VAR checked and said it was a dive. Well, I mean, I suppose that's what you can consider a dive if you jump and you fall over, but it is fucking obvious. Right, you don't even need... Even Stevie Wonder could have told you that wasn't a fucking dive. He jumps, lands awkwardly, and he falls over. VAR claims that's a second yellow. What is this fucking VAR thing? The thing is, though, I'm not having a problem with the actual VAR system and how it works and stuff. It's the fucking retard cunts that are fucking running it all, and the referees, like, looking at the monitors and giving the worst possible decisions. Yes, I said it. I don't get it. Get rid of VAR. Just get rid of it. Like and subscribe if you hate VAR. Yes, that is the perfect way to get 1 million subs. Come on!